Welcome on into today's college basketball pick video play for Wednesday, November 29th, 2017. To get all of our college basketball plays for today's action, you can get those over at stumpthespread.com, link down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So heading into this one, going to be talking about this contest here between Louisiana Tech and Alabama. The Crimson Tide coming to this one on their home court as about 11-point favorites. We're going to give our take on who we feel has the better betting edge against that spread number. So the road team today, Louisiana Tech, they're going to be looking to try to maybe pick up a resume-building win here in a tough road atmosphere against an SEC opponent. But Louisiana Tech, they've certainly been a very respectable mid-major team over the past 5+ years. Of course, their head coach took the Florida job, and he's been doing great things over there with the Gators. And Louisiana Tech, they've been taking care of business so far this year against a manageable schedule. All of their games coming against mid-major competition. Some of their better wins so far in their 5-0 start have been against George Mason and Evansville. Those are their recent wins that the Bulldogs have picked up. Louisiana Tech, they lost some key veteran contributors from last year's squad, so we do expect a little bit of regression, certainly from the Bulldogs this season, but they are expected to be a factor here, probably finishing in the upper tier or so of what's a fairly wide open race here in Conference USA. So Jalen Harris, he's been leading the way for Louisiana Tech. He's averaging 17 points per game, and the Bulldogs, they have an offense where they really like to get up and down and get easier buckets in transition if possible. Their offense right now ranks 57th in the nation in scoring average, but we expect them to be well below that scoring average here today going against an Alabama team that can be very elite on the defensive end of the court. So the home team today, we just love the fight and grit that Alabama showed in that loss against Minnesota the other day. Going 3 versus 5 down the stretch there over the final 10 or so minutes, and able to actually close the gap and nearly pull off the incredible upset win in that scenario. We feel like that can be the kind of result that's really a positive catalyst overall for this Alabama roster. If they can play that well against a ranked team 3 versus 5, they should feel like 5 versus 5 is almost too big of an advantage for them. But all kidding aside, head coach Avery Johnson, he's brought Alabama's basketball program to relevance. And this group, they'll be a tough out all season long, giving their mix of young and veteran talent mixed in with what should be and continue to be a very strong defensive squad. So we do like Alabama to immediately build off of that Minnesota result coming into today's matchup here as they head back to their home court. Louisiana Tech, they're a respectable mid-major opponent certainly, but we do like Alabama to separate because of their defensive strengths as they go on to win and cover this 11-point spread. So again, guys, if you're interested in getting all of our college basketball plays for today's action, you can get those over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping on in, and we hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.